This is a unit circle, and these are the three trigonometric Pythagorean identities, and we can derive these identities by looking at the unit circle. The unit circle is a circle with a radius of 1 unit. We can form a right angle triangle so that the radius of the circle is the hypotenuse of the triangle, and the two other sides are x and y, and theta is the angle between the hypotenuse and the horizontal side length x. Using trigonometric ratios, cosine theta is adjacent side over hypotenuse, so cosine theta equals x, and sine theta is opposite side over hypotenuse, so sine theta equals y. That means our side lengths are cosine theta and sine theta. By Pythagoras' theorem, x squared plus y squared equals 1 squared. This gives us sine theta squared plus cosine theta squared equals 1. Since this is an application of Pythagoras' theorem, we call this a trigonometric Pythagorean identity. From this identity, if we divide both sides by cosine theta squared, we get another Pythagorean identity, tangent theta squared plus 1 equals secant theta squared. But we can also reach this identity geometrically. Going back to the unit circle, we can create another right angle triangle so that the radius of the circle is no longer the hypotenuse of the triangle, but becomes a side length, and the hypotenuse is A and the other side is B, and theta is the angle between the hypotenuse and the horizontal side length 1. Using trigonometric ratios, cosine theta is adjacent side over hypotenuse, so cosine theta equals 1 over A. Rearranging this equation, we get A equals 1 over cosine theta, which is equivalent to secant theta. Tangent theta is opposite side over adjacent side, so tangent theta equals B. That means the hypotenuse is secant theta, and the remaining side length is tangent theta. By Pythagoras' theorem, b squared plus 1 squared equals a squared. This gives us tangent theta squared plus 1 equals secant theta squared. We mentioned before that this identity can be derived from sine theta squared plus cosine theta squared equals 1 by dividing both sides by cosine theta squared. The final identity can also be derived from sine theta squared plus cosine theta squared equals 1 by dividing both sides by sine theta squared. Therefore we get 1 plus cotangent theta squared equals cosecant theta squared. And these are the three trigonometric Pythagorean identities.